Ann Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
This year, there's been a slight difference of opinion as to who should portray the title role in our new play, Lady Sybil. And as a result, we, the ladies of the drama committee, have been asked to decide. Now, you've all had a chance to hear Carolyn read and Henrietta Topper. So I move that we make it a secret ballot. All those in favor, please signify by raising their right hands.
George, aren't you voting?
I'm against votes for men.
That's 5 for the vote and 3 against. The motion is carried.
Oh, she forgot me.
You're the kind of woman women forget.
Now we will proceed with the balloting. Carolyn, would you please pass the pads and pencils?
Oh, George, I want to vote.
I'm against votes for women, too. Well, aren't you going to wait for the returns to come in?
Henrietta, would you collect the ballots?
Hey, Marion, come back. I think Henrietta's going to bop Mrs. Vance. Good to see you again.
It was exciting.
I haven't seen anything like it since Andrew Jackson was elected. Of course, I was too young to vote then.
This is strange.
Is something wrong?
There are 3 votes for Carolyn Vance and 36 for Henrietta Topper.
Well, that's what I call stuffed.
I demand a recount.
They're still at it. We should have played another 18 holes.
Yeah, woman. Wonderful invention, woman. You know, it's a pity that it was never completed.
You sound very bitter. Press that button, will you?
Well, I've been drafted.
What, at your age?
Well, nothing as pleasant as that. I've been drafted to appear in this fool play.
Yes, Henrietta tried to draft me, too. But I stood her off. What are you going to play?
My wife's husband? Typecasting, they call it. Carolyn is Lady Sybil.
Just practicing kicking my ball out of the rough. When did they decide? About Lady Sybil, I mean. I thought my wife might get it.
Well, don't say that. Well, if that would have happened, my life would really not be worth living.
I better get that. Katie's day out.
No, don't worry, I'll get it.
All right.
And if it weren't bad enough to have to rehearse and make a complete ass of myself, there's the business of having to put up with that fool director Folsom.
Good afternoon, Mr. Vance.
Mr. Folsom, we were just talking about you.
Yes. I heard the end of your speech.
Well, won't you get out? I mean, won't you come in?
Go on, dear. How do you do that? It's a new trick for an old dog. I'm Corporal Topper.
I'm Herbert Folsom. I was asked to come and hear what the ladies had decided about the lead in my play.
Oh, yes. Did you write Lady Sybil, too?
He certainly did. And a mighty fine play.
It could be, provided it's acted by intelligent and sympathetic people.
Can I get you a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I think I'd better go and join the ladies.
I never heard of anything so dishonest in all my life.
Carolyn would have won. Henrietta would have won anyway.
Even without those extra votes, I won. Mr. Folsom, do you know what happened? By a strange coincidence, there were 28 more votes than there were people. And Mrs. Topper will be your Lady Sybil.
Oh, no. But I'm sure we can heighten the part of maid.
Yes, make her an upstairs maid.
I suppose you're glad I lost. Now you can play Henrietta's husband.
Well, we've just played 18 holes.
Well, don't just stand around like a gawk. I want to go home.
I don't. Come along, my dear. I wish I could do that.
I'm afraid she's a trifle disappointed.
I hope you're not.
Au contraire, Mrs. Topper. From the very beginning, I never felt that Mrs. Vance was the right type for Lady Sybil. She, falls between two stools.
Well, that always gets a laugh.
Cosmo, what Mr. Folsom means is that Carolyn was neither one thing or another.
Exactement. You, on the other hand, are.
One thing or another.
You mustn't mind my husband. He will have his little joke.
What a pity Mr. Topper couldn't be your second husband.
Well, I'm still busy working at being our first.
In the play, Cosmo, the part Randolph Vance is playing.
Oh, I've never had much faith in Mr. Vance. He seems to lack balance.
You mean he falls between two stools?
Precisely. I always know a bad performer from a good one. Now, you and Mrs. Topper would make a wonderful team.
Yeah, like Ma and Pa Kettle.
However, I'm afraid we can't take the part away from Mr. Vance.
Oh, dear, no, he'd be furious.
Oh, if I could only get to act again. Oh, what a rogue and pleasant slave am I.
I must be going.
Some actress. He's leaving and he can't even hear you.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Folsom. And thank you so much for your confidence.
And I hope you'll be in our next play. Goodbye.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt. That's Shakespeare.
Not solid enough, my dear.
What's that?
That's Shakespeare.
Folsom doesn't like me.
Well, does that worry you?
Well, as an actor, I mean. Well, you know, he really wants you in the part. He keeps saying so constantly.
Oh, that sounds very flattering.
Then you'll do it?
Oh, dear me, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, please, Topper.
Well, my dear fellow, you'd be splendid in the part.
Your wife and I have a big scene together.
It sounds fascinating.
It's a love scene. It's hot.
Well, take off your coat.
Don't you care if your wife and I make love to each other?
Not a bit. Be a nice change for her.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm stuck.
With Henrietta?
Oh, no, with the part. Oh, Topper, I have stage fright. I have stage fright so badly that I've been thinking of seeing a psychiatrist.
By the way, how's Caroline?
Insufferable, thank you. Well, if you won't help, I guess there's nothing more to be said.
Well, so long, man. Cheer up.
Thanks. Oh, I'd better see a psychiatrist.
Now what do you want?
He wants to be brushed.
He's a vain old dog.
Well, why don't you brush him?
But he wants you to brush him. He distinctly said so, didn't he, George?
Absolutely. I remember his very words, Topper. He said, arf.
Oh, all right. Only keep still.
I haven't moved.
Long, easy strokes. Long and easy, Topper. Cosmo! Cosmo, what on earth are you
Good
doing?
evening, dear. I was just brushing my hair.
2 feet off the floor?
Well, I missed my sense of direction. You know, true north, magnetic north, all that.
Well, come here. I want to have a serious talk with you. Sit down, darling. George, you brush Neil.
He's old enough to brush himself.
I'm afraid Randolph Vance is on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
No.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Cosmo, what's the matter?
I was feeling a trifle unsteady, dear. Bad news always upsets me.
I don't know what we're going to do about him. If we could only find someone else for the part.
Oh, I can do it, Papa. I can play it.
Don't be silly. It's a man's part.
What does that matter? I'm the world's greatest mimic. Oh, I'd be just perfect for it.
That awful wife of his. Just because she played the lead in that gangster play last year, she's furious at having to play my maid. Cosmo, you haven't been drinking, have you?
Oh, no, dear, certainly not.
And why is the bar open?
I was counting bottles. An excellent way to keep awake.
You will do it, won't you, Cosmo?
Keep awake? Oh, I trust so. Temporarily, anyway.
Who am I? Florence Nightingale.
I'm talking about the part. You will replace Randolph Vance.
But Henrietta, dear, I couldn't possibly be Randolph Vance.
Hello, darling.
Hey, Lassie.
This is no laughing matter, Cosmo. After all, the play is for charity, to build a home for underprivileged children.
Eddie Kenner.
You missed that one.
Very well, Cosmo. But if the play is ruined, I shall hold you to account.
Why don't you do it, Topper?
I thought you wanted to do it.
Well, I've changed my mind. See, I have a wonderful idea.
Oh, I don't like it.
You play the part, and George and I will coach you.
No.
Oh, I think you're mean. Well, Vance wants you to do it. Folsom wants you to do it. Henrietta, George, me, everybody wants you to do it.
Yes, everybody but me.
Very well, Topper. Break your wife's heart. Betray the love and confidence of your friends. Turn your back on those underprivileged children who, without your help, will be left homeless. Poor little waifs.
I'll see you at intermission.
And by your selfishness will be left to starve, to wither away. Papa, what are you doing?
I'm trying to dematerialize.
For the benefit of Herbert Folsom.
I wonder where Henrietta's dressing room is.
I'll go with you.
Oh, no, you don't. She's nervous enough without you barging in.
Oh, George, if I could only be in a play.
Cheer up, honey. Maybe next year they'll give Hamlet. You can play the ghost.
Neil, what are you doing here?
And not even dressed.
George, what are we going to do with him?
Well, maybe I can borrow a dinner coat somewhere.
And what if we put him in a dressing room?
I still don't think he'll dress. Come on, Neil. Herbert Folsom. Who is it? Close the door. Now, you be a good dog and stay with Mr. Vance. Now, either come in or stay out, but close the...
All ready, Mr. Vance? Mr. Vance? Mr. Vance? Mr. Vance! I will not allow you to make a travesty of my play. Mr. Folsom! Mr. Folsom! Mr. Vance has passed out. He's fainted from stage fright.
Stage fright combined with equal parts of Bat 69.
Oh, no.
I knew something like this would happen.
I suppose we can't do your play now.
Well, we've got to do the play.
But whom can we get?
Guess.
Cosmo.
Perfect.
Now, don't be a coward, old man.
We'll be with you, Topper. We'll help you.
You've got to do it, Mr. Topper. For charity's sake.
Let me go.
No one is touching you, Cosmo.
But I haven't even read the play.
You can carry a script. I'll make an announcement that Mr. Vance was taken ill and that you are a last-minute replacement.
But I won't know where to move or what to do.
Cosmo, do stop worrying. You're making me nervous.
Mark up a script for Mr. Topper. I'll make the announcement. And take off those jewels. All of them.
Come on, Cosmo.
We can carry the script and we can tell him exactly what to do and say.
It'll never work.
Of course it will. Nobody can see us. Come on, George, let's put on our makeup.
Oh, wait. Wait, I can't do it.
Isn't it almost time for your cue?
I haven't got the script yet.
Oh, well, I'll give it to you. I'll bring it to you. Get ready for your entrance.
What, up here?
Yes, that way.
Where's Mr. Topper?
Oh, darling, will you see how my husband is?
But Mr. Topper's script.
Well, I'll give it to him. Please, darling, I'm so worried about Randolph.
Lady Sybil.
Get rid of that script. Jeffrey!
Where's your script?
I don't need it. I'm a quick study.
Okay, sister, the jig is up.
Okay, sister. The jig is up.
That's not your line.
Speak up. They won't hear you.
Jeffrey, you've come home.
That's not what she's supposed to say.
Maybe she's talking to someone in the audience. Someone called Jeffrey.
Give him his cue.
Sybil, how could you? I'm not Sybil. Henrietta is.
This is curtains, babe. And the same goes for you, Louis.
This is curtains, babe. And the same goes for you, Louis.
So stick him up. He's doing last year's play.
How can we stop him?
Keep talking. Keep acting.
Poppy had the wrong script. I've got the... What?
Oh, Jeffrey!
We've been using the wrong script.
Oh, no.
It sounded a trifle strange to me.
Sybil, how could you?
Jeffrey? How could you come back without letting me know? Jeffrey?
Just a moment, dear.
Come out.
Hey, Sybil, how could you?
Sybil, how could you?
Neil! Go away! Go away, Neil!
Now he's doing another play. Sybil, how could you? Will you get off the stage? Get off, please! I said get off!
I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
You were humiliated. What about me? My play ruined. My reputation ruined.
Oh, George, why doesn't Topper come home?
If I were Topper, I'd think twice about ever coming home.
Cosmo? Is that you?
Yes, dear?
Well, come in here. Cosmo, where have you been?
I was waiting up for the reviews.
I want a word with you, Mr. Topper.
Henrietta, I'm sorry about what happened tonight.
Don't try and get any sympathy out of me, you play wrecker.
Do you realize what you've done to me? To our charity? Why, the damages alone will cost us more than what we took in. And the refunds.
And my play? What about my play?
I'd rather not say.
Who could that be?
Oh, I hope it isn't the audience.
Hello, daughter. I accept your apology.
Who is it, Cosmo?
It's your second husband.
Randolph Vance, I should think you'd be ashamed to show your face in this house.
In any house?
He looks more hangdog than our dog.
I just came to bring you this.
I don't understand.
Well, instead of giving Caroline the mink coat that she's been pestering me for, I thought that I'd like to donate the money to your underprivileged children.
Oh, well, I think that's really generous.
Mr. Vance, what will Carolyn say to this?
Not a word. You see, for once, I'm blackmailing her. I discovered that she gave Topper the wrong script on purpose.
It was probably better that way. Come on, Marianne, I've got an idea.
But, Mr. Folsom, look at this. It's 10 times more than we've ever collected for the house.
What do I care about that? Who's going to pay me for the damage to my reputation? The Rembrandt of the theater. The man who was born in the trunk.
Don't let that loudmouth man frighten you.
Who's going to repay me for being made a laughingstock? Help! Someone let me out!
That does it. I must see a psychiatrist.
Someone let me out! Let me out!
A John W. Lufton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Produced by John W. Lufton. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll. Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper.
This year, there's been a slight difference of opinion as to who should portray the title role in our new play, Lady Sybil. And as a result, we, the ladies of the drama committee, have been asked to decide. Now, you've all had a chance to hear Carolyn read and Henrietta Topper. So I move that we make it a secret ballot. All those in favor, please signify by raising their right hand.
George, aren't you voting?
I'm against votes for men.
That's 5 for the vote and 3 against. The motion is carried.
Oh, she forgot me.
You're the kind of woman women forget.
Now we will proceed with the balloting. Carolyn, would you please pass the pads and pencils?
Oh, George, I want to vote.
I'm against votes for women, too. Well, aren't you going to wait for the returns to come in?
Henrietta, would you collect the ballots?
Hey, Marion, come back. I think Henrietta's going to bop Mrs. Vance.